Mark 6 and verse 2. And when the Sabbath day was come, he, Jesus, began to teach in the synagogue, and many hearing him were astonished, saying, From whence hath this man these things? And what wisdom is this which is given unto him, that even such mighty works are wrought by his hands? Is not this the carpenter, the son of Mary, the brother of James and Joseph, and of Judah and Simon? And are not his sisters here with us? And they were offended at him. You have a similar verse, I believe, in Matthew, but what is not mentioned there, the mighty works are mentioned, but here in Mark, it's the mighty works that are wrought by his hands. And it's only in Mark where the Lord is spoken of as a carpenter. In Matthew, he's the carpenter's son, which is ironic. It's not ironic, it's divinely inspired. You say he's not the carpenter's son, he's the king of Israel's son. But Joseph was a carpenter, Jesus was a carpenter, according to the flesh. And that's all they saw in him. But he worked with his hands, a carpenter. But they speak, are not these mighty works wrought by his hands? You know, we sing that hymn, wandering as a homeless stranger in the world thy hands had made. I think I have time to digress. I just noticed this 2 nights ago. I've been going through, I just started the Psalms again. Psalm 8, very, very well-known psalm, but I'd never noticed this before. Now it's referring to Jehovah, but of course, creation was by the Son, the instrument that brought it to pass. But this looks on to the coming reign of the Messiah. But I'd like to go to verse 6 first to make a point. Psalm 8:6, Thou madest him to have dominion over the works of thy hands. Thou hast put all things under his feet, all sheep and oxen, yea, and the beasts of the field, the fowl of the air and the fish of the sea, and whatsoever passeth through the paths of the sea. All this is in reference to the Lord's hands. Say Jehovah, but it's by the Son. But here it's his hands, and it has to do with the animals, you know, the beasts of the field, and fish of the sea. But now go back up to verse 3. So you have his hands, but in verse 3 it says, When I consider thy heavens, the work of thy fingers, the moon and the stars which thou hast ordained. Well, what is greater? The sheep, the oxen, the fish of the sea, or the moon and the stars, those heavenly bodies? Yet his hands made the oxen and the animals. It was his fingers that put the moon and stars in place. Just his fingers. We'll get to the fingers here in Mark's gospel in a moment. But it brings before us the Lord's handiwork, whether he was a carpenter or whether the work in creation.